cargadas de agua. ¡Mira nomás! ¡Ay, a gusto! ¡A gusto! Y ahora sí con el pedorro fresco.
It began as a calm autumn afternoon across Phoenix and the greater Maricopa County. But on November 19th, 2025, the weather shifted dramatically. Strong thunderstorms intensified over the region, unleashing a powerful hailstorm that blanketed neighborhoods in ice and triggered pockets of urban flooding. It was an unexpected nature disaster brought on by extreme weather building rapidly in the Arizona sky.
Hasta que se dignaron a salir, ojetes. Mira. You call this a storm? I'm right here!
The storm delivered a combination of heavy rain, hail accumulation, and flash flood conditions, transforming streets, damaging vehicles, and catching many residents off guard. What unfolded was not just a passing storm, but a significant news report moment for Arizona's weather history. According to the National Weather Service, the storm formed when deep moisture collided with an active low-pressure system sweeping across the southwest. Meteorologists issued special statements for Maricopa County, warning of hail approaching half an inch across, along with sudden wind bursts and reduced visibility. Storm cells moved across the West Valley, sweeping through Avondale, Glendale, and Peoria, before intensifying over Tempe, Ahwatukee, and North Phoenix. Radar confirmed large pockets of hail, with several neighborhoods reporting stones up to around 1 inch in diameter, enough to trigger alarms and damage exposed vehicles. Across the region, infrastructure felt the immediate impact. In Tempe, hail piled onto cars and rooftops, creating a thin, icy layer more often associated with winter storms than Arizona's desert climate. Major roads, including stretches of Interstate 10, were briefly slowed as drivers navigated hail-covered pavement. At Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, flight delays quickly followed. The FAA issued a temporary ground stop for arriving aircraft, and several departing flights were held on the tarmac as the storm passed overhead. Many delays averaged between 10 and 15 minutes, slowing evening operations at one of the busiest airports in the Southwest.
Oh my God! Check this out! This is hail!
More than 5,500 SRP customers lost electricity as hail and wind struck power lines, especially across the West Valley. Utility crews were dispatched as weather conditions began to stabilize. Residents described intense scenes as the hailstorm moved through. Videos posted online showed hailstones pelting rooftops, triggering car alarms, and coating streets in a layer of white. In some communities, the ground appeared fully iced over, an unusual sight even during Arizona's winter months. Local emergency teams urged residents to stay indoors, avoid travel, and remain alert to rapidly changing weather. The National Weather Service emphasized that hail-covered roads can be as hazardous as snow or ice, and that flash flooding remains a danger when heavy rain falls on urban surfaces with limited drainage. Meteorologists explained that the storm developed under nearly perfect hail-forming conditions. Strong updrafts inside the thunderstorm allowed hailstones to grow before falling to the ground. Elevated moisture levels, combined with atmospheric instability, made the system more intense than typical November weather for the region. Meanwhile, the storm struck during a month that had already exceeded normal rainfall. Parts of Phoenix recorded over 2.4 inches of rain within 24 hours earlier in the week, far higher than the city's usual November averages. Saturated ground conditions meant that flash flooding risks increased more quickly as the hailstorm passed. Flood watches were issued across northern Maricopa County, including areas around Surprise, Deer Valley, and Rio Verde. Runoff collected in low-lying intersections, while blocked storm drains slowed the movement of water out of major neighborhoods. The combination of ice, standing water, and dark evening conditions created hazardous travel situations across the valley. Some residents reported minor roof damage from hail impact. Others noted fallen tree branches, slippery sidewalks, and partially flooded driveways. While official damage assessments are still underway, early reports indicate widespread but mostly moderate impacts across the region. Amid the disruption, acts of resilience and quick response emerged. Emergency crews worked to clear roadways and support residents affected by power outages. Utility teams restored service to thousands of homes within hours of the storm's peak. Local authorities used broadcast alerts and weather news updates to keep communities informed and prepared. Neighbors stepped in to help each other, checking on elderly residents, clearing ice from walkways, and sharing information about flooded streets. Across social media, people posted measurements of hail size, reports of damage, and reminders for others to stay cautious during the storm's aftermath. The National Weather Service announced plans to conduct a full survey of hail size and storm intensity, helping refine future warnings for rare but powerful hail events in the desert Southwest. Data gathered from this storm will assist meteorologists in forecasting similar outbreaks and improving readiness across Arizona.